Hi, I'm here. And today we are exploring how desire can lead to deeper connections in our lives. The dimly lit dance hall pulsed with the steady, sensual rhythm of bachata. Strings wept softly in the background, the bass thumped like a heartbeat, and the air carried the scent of perfume. Sweat and anticipation? Gatica stood near the edge of the dance floor, her hands buried in the pockets of her flowy trousers, pretending to be absorbed in the movement of the couples swirling past her. In truth, she was watching one woman, that woman, the one who had just stepped into the room wearing a crimson dress that moved like liquid fire with every step. Lola, they had met only twice before, at other social dance nights, exchanging nothing more than polite smiles and fleeting glances between songs. But tonight, Lola's smile lingered, and when their eyes met across the room, it was like a silent dare. The DJ slid into a slow, romantic bachata, and Lola turned toward Gatica. She crossed the floor with that same smooth rhythm in her hips, as if the music had been written just for her. "Dance with me?" Lola asked, her voice warm, almost teasing. Gatica's lips curved. "I thought you'd never ask." Our story begins with Gatica standing on the periphery of the dance floor, her gaze fixed on Lola, who just entered the dance hall. This is a significant moment because it marks the beginning of Gatica's shift from passive observation to active engagement. Her focus solely on Lola indicates a burgeoning interest, suggesting that this encounter is more than just a casual meet at a dance club. Gatica's choice to hide her interest by pretending to be engrossed in the other dancers speaks to her shyness or perhaps a fear of rejection. This sets up a dynamic where she needs to be coaxed out of her shell. When Lola approaches, the music shifts to a romantic bachata, symbolizing the change in atmosphere, the turning point in the narrative. Lola's confident stride and captivating presence are highlighted, emphasizing her as a leading figure in this interaction. This reinforces the idea that Lola holds the power to influence Gatica, to draw her into the center of attention. The invitation to dance is a direct approach, a clear indication of Lola's intentions, which adds to the tension and anticipation. Gatica's response, "I thought you'd never ask," conveys her eagerness while maintaining a playful demeanor. The double meaning of the statement hints at her desire to be noticed, while also expressing contentment with the slow pace of their initial interactions. The music and the setting are integral to the scene. The sensual rhythm of the bachata and the dimly lit atmosphere contribute to a mood of romance and anticipation. These elements heighten the emotional impact of the interaction between Gatica and Lola, emphasizing the significance of this moment in their potential relationship. As they begin to dance, the focus shifts to the connection between Gatica and Lola rather than the steps of the dance itself. The description of their embrace and movements emphasizes the emotional intimacy they share, suggesting that the physical closeness is a conduit for deeper feelings. The music guides their steps, but it's their connection that guides their hearts. This mirrors the real-life experience of falling in love, where emotions often take precedence over rational thought or external circumstances. Lola's subtle touches and Gatica's reactions highlight the gradual buildup of desire and attraction. The emphasis on small details like the sound of their bodies brushing underscores the intensity of their emotions. This technique of focusing on sensory details immerses the reader in the experience, allowing them to feel the passion building between the characters. The shift in the music from a fast-paced pizza to a more passionate section mirrors the change in the emotional intensity of the scene. It signifies a deepening of the connection between Gatica and Lola, suggesting that their feelings are intensifying. The use of figurative language, such as comparing Lola's dress to liquid fire, further emphasizes the passionate nature of their interaction. It creates a vivid image in the reader's mind and enhances the emotional impact of the scene. The inclusion of dialogue, though minimal, serves to further develop their relationship. The conversation between Gatica and Lola, while not directly related to their feelings for each other, establishes a sense of familiarity and comfort between them. This dialogue also highlights their shared interests, potentially laying the groundwork for a deeper emotional connection. The description of Gatica and Lola dancing in their own pocket of music, slightly out of step with the world, emphasizes their disconnection from everything else around them. This signifies the creation of a bubble of intimacy, highlighting that their interaction is taking precedence over everything else in the environment. The focus on their individual breaths and the blurring of the surroundings underscores the intensity of their emotions. It shows that they are fully immersed in the moment, lost in their own feelings and the connection they share. The use of sensory details such as the smell of jasmine in Lola's hair adds another layer of depth to the scene. It creates a multisensory experience for the reader, allowing them to feel as though they are present in the moment. This technique helps to build the emotional intensity of the scene, making the reader feel more connected to the characters and their feelings. As the dance progresses, the physical contact between Gatica and Lola becomes more intimate. The description of their bodies brushing and the mention of Gatica's quickened heartbeat indicate a growing passion between them. The lack of explicitness leaves room for the reader to imagine the intensity of the moment, heightening the overall impact of the scene. The final moments of the dance are filled with emotion and promise. The lingering embrace after the music stops symbolizes the reluctance to end the moment. It signifies the depths of their connection and the unspoken emotions that linger between them. The exchange of promises for another dance creates a sense of anticipation for the future. It leaves the reader with a sense of hope and eagerness to see how their relationship will develop further. The story ends with Gatica and Lola stepping out of the dance hall together, still connected and engaged in each other. The music continuing to play in their minds signifies the lasting impact of their shared experience. This ending suggests that their encounter at the dance club has been a pivotal moment, potentially marking the beginning of a significant relationship. The story uses figurative language, sensory details, and a gradual buildup of emotion to create a compelling scene of budding desire and connection. The reader is drawn into the story through the vivid descriptions and the palpable chemistry between the two characters. As Gatica and Lola navigate their feelings for each other, the reader is left eagerly anticipating what might come next.